Growth can be very uncomfortable because it has a lot to do with learning and unlearning a lot of things. And the unlearning parts can be a bit scary because this is something you've known all your life, and now you have to unlearn it, undo it in order to move forward. So here are some of the things that I had to unlearn. I'm still in the process of unlearning in order to become the best version of myself. I also believe your mind is the most powerful thing or the most important thing you can ever work on in your life because it's going to determine, first of all, how you view life. And how you view life is going to determine whether you grow or you are stagnant. So to me, mindset is literally everything. Number one would be people pleasing and the art of saying no. People pleasing. Hmm. Now, people pleasing is rubbing shoulders with seeking validation from other people, in the sense that I realized I will not do something unless someone has kind of given me the go ahead to do it. It could be a parent, it could be a friend, it could be someone that I kind of have put on a pedestal or whatever. I kind of don't do anything unless someone says, "Oh, I think you should go ahead and do it," or "I think it's a good idea." Immediately they say, "Oh, it's not a good idea," I immediately back off from that thing. I lose all confidence and hope in that particular idea. And that thing has been pulling me back and making me stagnant for a very long time because I don't let the validation come from me. I let it come from other people, which is not right. People might not get your dreams, your goals, and aspirations because it's not for them, it's for you. You are the only one that is going to fully grasp or understand what you want to do. So relying on other people to give you the go ahead to tell you that it's actually a good idea or it's not, it's a limiting belief because you believe they are better off than, or they are better than you are. You believe nothing good can really come from you. And for the longest time, that's what I believed. I felt, or I believed, yeah, I have these ideas, I have these wonderful, beautiful ideas, but I don't think I can execute them unless someone tells me, "Oh, go ahead, you can do it," or "Do it this way," or "Do it that way." There's a thin line between um trying to get someone's idea or view about something you want to do, and then there's also um you trying to get their approval. These are two different things. There's nothing wrong if you're working on something and then you just want someone's opinion about it. That is not going to determine whether you do this thing or not. But when it gets to the point where it has to determine whether you do this thing or not, it has to determine how you're going to do this thing, then that's a limiting belief right there. And yeah, the first step to healing and unlearning and growing and being better is being self-aware. Excuse me, is being self-aware. Self-aware is the first step. If you are not aware of what's wrong with you, then you can't work on it, because how can you work on it? So self-aware is something I have adopted recently, and I'm so in love with it. Because when I make a decision or I do something or I think a certain way, I merely realize it, I merely recognize it, and I try to find out where it's coming from. Right. And yeah, so people pleasing and the art of saying no. I used to be so scared of saying no to people. Even if I don't want to do what they're asking me to do, I don't want to be where they want me to be, I would still, just to make them okay, just to make them happy. And it's still sometimes a bit of a struggle, but I think I'm getting there. I'm getting a bit more comfortable with saying no, and no being no. I don't have to explain to you why no, like just no. The next thing would be feeling like I have to be perfect or fully successful in order to do something. Like feeling like I have to have it all figured out. Like if I want to, for example, I want to start a business, I feel like I have to fully understand everything that has to do with this particular idea before I start, which is wrong because learning is part of the process. You learn as you go. Wisdom is applied knowledge. So feeling like you have to have it all figured out before you make a move or you go ahead with what you want to do is such a limiting belief because you won't grow, because you can never fully get it until you start doing it. You're going to make mistakes, and that also could come from a fear of making mistakes because you just want to get it right, 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 right. You just want to get it perfect, 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 perfect. So like you feel like until every step of the way you're sure that you're not going to make a mistake, you're not going to make a move. So that kind of comes from the fear of making mistakes, right? Or the fear of failure. So that is something that I am currently working on. Just doing it. You're going to make mistakes. You have to be okay with making mistakes. And that's to me. I have to be okay with making mistakes. People, the most successful people on this in this world would never tell you that they never made a mistake. They always tell you that they made mistakes. They learned from their mistakes, they moved on and they did better. So I don't have to be perfect or fully successful or understand everything entirely before I make a move to doing it, before I start that business, before I start content creation. I don't have to have it all figured out. I don't have to do everything. I don't have to grasp everything before I start. So this is also the second thing that I am unlearning, in order to become the best version of myself. Number three, oh my god, this one, hmm, thinking that being soft makes me weak. I've had to be independent. I grew up with a single mom, so I grew up watching her do everything on her own. So the need or thinking that I could ask for help or, you know, just being soft or being comfortable in my softness was something that was very, very hard for me to grasp. I always felt like I had to stand on business. I had to stand on business. I had to stand on business. You are always worried that this person might just leave you. So constantly like you were trying to control every situation, like control every situation, be on top of every situation. And immediately there's a misunderstanding or there's an argument, your first thought is it's over. Your first thought is over. And coming to think that I don't always have to, you know, be on guard. I mean, it's okay to just be. And this is something I started saying just recently, that it's okay. I just have to be, I don't have to constantly look like, I'm serious, I'm this, I'm that. Like, I'm a, I'm a woman, I'm a girl. Like, just being, just thriving in my femininity and understanding that everything is going to be fine. I don't have to be on top of things, like all the time. When it's time to get serious, you're serious. But just be. My softness doesn't mean I'm weak. It's actually a superpower. And I'm still trying to fully grasp that concept. I mean, I'm getting there. I am kind of getting more comfortable with just being, with just being soft. I don't have to raise my voice. I don't have to act all tough and saggy, like, just being soft, you know, just thriving in that, knowing that everything works out for me, knowing that everything is going to work out for me, and I don't have to struggle. I don't have to struggle. I mean, at the end of the day, whatever is going to happen is going to happen. The fourth thing would be the fact that I feel like it was too late and that I've missed certain opportunities. Like, it was too late for me to start over. It was too late for me to do certain things. I mean, being in my late 20s right now, it was a struggle. Like, maybe a year ago or 2 years ago, thinking that, oh, I could have done this when I was 24. I could have done this when I was 23. I could have done this when I was 25. And now I'm in my late 20s and like time is fast spent. I can't do this. I can't. Such a wrong mindset to have, because in the general scheme of things, I'm still very young. And sometimes I don't know where those thoughts come from, right? But they just come. I mean, that's the devil's work. Like, any chance the devil is going to get to make you feel less of yourself or to sway you away from your calling, he's going to take it. And it depends on you to allow him or not. So I've gotten to a point where I don't allow negative thoughts. I don't care. As long as it's a negative thought, I don't allow it anymore. So these kind of thoughts would linger in my mind, make me feel bad about myself, make me doubt myself and question my existence so many times. Until recently, where when those thoughts come, I'm like, I rebuke you. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. It's never too late for me. And I'm not even going to use other people as an example to say, oh, Sarah had a kid at 90, or this person didn't become successful until 50 and this person didn't do. No, no, I'm not even going to use that to encourage myself. I'm going to encourage myself on the fact that it's not too late. I will be fine. I'm fine. Whatever happens, I'm going to be okay. I'm thriving. Do you understand? I'm going to be great, whichever way. I don't care what age or I don't care. As long as I am being true to myself, I'm on the journey, I'm on the path that I'm supposed to be on. That is all that matters to me. That is all that matters to me. That is all that matters. What God is saying about my life is all that matters to me. So yeah, I mean, it's never too late. It's never too late. As long as you have that fire in you, you have that dream in you, you have that goal, you have that thing you've been wanting to do, it's never too late. Go ahead and do it. That's what I've been telling myself these days. Just do the thing. Do the thing. Okay, you could have started a few years ago and so what? So start now. Start now. So in a few years, you don't say I could have started a few years ago. Like you get the drift. So yeah, I it's never too late for me. I'm grateful for the level of self-awareness I currently have. I think it's going to help me do a lot of great things. That's the end of today's video. I hope to see you in the next one. Um yeah. Ciao.